It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt off me.
On.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the dragon god.
Is something amiss? I'm imagining things.
Could it be a villager?
You must be the...
Priestess!
Hey, Del, let's go.
Mainlanders! You're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the dragon god's wrath.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm.
Master Edeni.
There are trespassers upon our island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctist church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the dragon god. Until now, the church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
That damned Borden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Master Edeni, put them to death! Let us see justice served!
Wait! Our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the islanders.
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease, our seas are infested with grotesque horrors, and now even our fields lie dead and fallow. The dragon god must be appeased, else we shall never survive his wrath. It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the dragon god that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Edeni, would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past? With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way. Because of your indecision. Because you faltered in your faith to the dragon god. Your father and mother both.
I will have silence.
Master Edeni, please. The sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
My brother, do not fear. I have just purified myself for the spring. I'm ready to serve as our people's sacrifice.
Eupha.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the dragon god. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not. If our island might be saved, I will gladly give my life for it.
Oh, bless you, Priestess Eupha. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the dragon god. You are our last hope. Priestess Eupha, our salvation, our future.
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Dracodios rests.
What? There's some...
It's you. I believe we met at the spring? My name is Euphazia. I am priestess of the dragon god, but you may call me Eupha, if it pleases you.
To see you now, you seem largely unscathed. You have hidden yourself well, priestess. This place is devoid of monsters. Almost uncannily so.
I sought the room least affected by Magla. We of the Mustari are blessed with a third eye that can see magic's flow. But more importantly, why are you here?
Edeni asked us to help you. We're here in the stead of the island soldiers.
So my brother is safe. Thank goodness. Then I trust your word. Please, help me complete the ritual for the island.
Wait, girl. We want no part of this sacrifice. We're here to take you back.
'Twas your brother's own behest. If you doubt us, then you may seek your answers from him.
My brother would have you stop me. But why?
This is so crazy to think he doesn't want his sister to die.
But what happens if I return? The island's Maglev royals. Our people are tormented by horrors from the sea. Even our herds are being driven to madness. The chaos must be quelled. And if I stand as sacrifice, no one else will need to.
A fire burns in you, girl. It's a valor any knight would be proud to wield. And
Is all this really happening? But
What? But the perils that grip the...
we've seen the same phenomenon across the nations.
Even so...
How about this then? We'll get you safely to the altar and see what we can figure out there.
Well...
Let's see what's really going on back.
She's right. No point in stopping here. Is that okay, Captain?
We'll protect you.
Yes.
What do you want with No. My third eye sees... There is something unusual about the Magla in your wake.
Are you talking about...
Then we must not
No! It can't be!
Oh, hell. There was a dragon after all.
I thought this thing needed a priestess to summon it.
Is that the lance?
We are in no condition to claim it. Die and flame! Has even the dragon god succumbed to melancholia?
No. I think this is something worse. Look! On its back!
something clings to it. A human. Is that the fiend behind this chaos?
That's the worst double act I've ever seen.
Look at its eyes, its mouth, like it's shielding itself, or like it refuses to confront anything, or almost like...
Eupha, get back! We've got bigger problems than the ritual! This thing wants to eat us!
You would fight our god!
What can we do but defend ourselves?
Eupha!
I'm...
Look out!
What can I do? You would have me abandon this end. You would send me away to live my life. But how? How can I? This is all I have. Please. You can't take my purpose away from me.
I must apologize. I was wrong to assume. I was quick to judge. But your rites are not acts of barbarism. Yours is a proud heart. see the truth. Is this your god? A god who demands martyrs, who desires tragedy. Is that truly a god worthy of your devotion and faith? Arise now, priestess! Have you come here only to be saved? Or will you find purpose beyond death, to stand and fight as a savior?
I want to!
O lodestar, ye torn maiden of faith, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
I love that island. I love the smell of its verdant flora. But what I love more than anything is its people. Their words may be coarse, but their hearts are true. I must save them. Please!
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities become thy light. O lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path, awaken.
If I cannot save them in death, then I swear I'll protect them with my life. All of you, let me fight by your side!
Eupha!
And that...
I found my answer. I offer my life in battle, not in sacrifice.
Then we fight as a team.
That thing on its back! That's the human possessing it, right?
Yes, it must be. If we strike at the human precisely, we may be able to separate them. Everyone, you need not hold back. We fight to save the dragon god, Et. And I shall fight with all I am.
We're not sacrificing anyone! Come on, team, we fight together!
The dragon!
The dragon god Et has returned to its sacred vessel. Legend has it that while in its vessel, that's when the dragon god's power is greatest, and weakest when it takes to raging wing. So if it has a true form, you see it now before you. And here is our village's divine relic, Dracadios, lance of the dragon god.
'Twas rusty and worn, but now it almost gleams.
So dragons aren't just magical beasts. They're a manifestation of pure magla. My sister's research. She was right.
You all had the right of it. All these tragic calamities, they are not born of the dragon god's wrath.
Then maybe they arose from the temple's melancholia. Perhaps that human was the source.
'Tis not the first time. Thinking back on it now, a human has always been at the heart.
You think humans are what's causing all of this?
No, I don't think that's quite it. Something about that monster. The way it instinctively tried to shield its eyes and ears. It was as if we faced the living past of the Mustari people itself. The Mustari reject the world beyond ours, lost and comforted by ignorance. And in adversity, it is our God we cling to as cause and answer to our suffering. Maybe we have only ourselves to blame. A self-inflicted madness. Our hearts are the source of Magla, of magic arts. Even this new power, this archetype that has awakened within me. Another. I did not know this one existed.
If this mural had been lost until now, then... This paints quite a different picture of the priestess. She looks to be fighting.
You suppose this is the truth of the priestess's duty? I mean, offering her life to quell the calamity threatening the village. Maybe that's what it meant all along.
It had always seemed odd that the dragon god dwelled within a lance, of all things. Not a sealed urn, but a weapon. My brother often wondered about it. We were wrong. No, we did not even think to question.
You would have died in the name of an era of semantics. The world has not been kind to you, girl.
No. On the contrary, I feel I've been saved. I finally see my path laid before me. So thank you. Let us return now to the village. You said you had business with the lance when all this had settled down, did you not?
Yes, but I doubt you'll want to let go of it after all that. We have to figure that out.
I cannot simply relinquish it, but perhaps instead...
What was that?
Surely not. The human from the altar? How has it not perished?
I heard it enter the water. This channel leads straight to the ocean. If it seeks prey to regain its strength...
Then it can only be headed for the village.
Damned beast!
So much for taking it slow on the way back. After it!
Someone, please!
Monster! A monster in our village!
I hear screaming. It's gotta be here.
You lot came back! We honestly... Ha! Looks like the little lady made it, I'll say.
Of course! But more importantly...
Right. We've got a human on the hunt. Del's helping the villagers get to higher ground.
Truly? I'd not have expected it of him.
That's Fidelio through and through, isn't it?
I am Eupha, the priestess. Thank you for helping with the evacuation. Hereon we shall...
Oh, priestess! It's the priestess!
Lady Eupha, please save us. What don't you lot get about evacuate? You want to live? Do as you're told.
Priestess, what happened to the ritual? What of the dragon god's wrath?
Did you even perform the rite? Oh, this is a disaster. How can we survive now?
The dragon god Et is here as our guardian deity.
Don't worry, you'll get your ritual. The real one, that is. The ritual that's been buried for hundreds of years.
As the priestess, on my life, I will drive back this calamity.
Hold on now. You're not actually gonna fight, are you?
Basilio, where's the monster?
So be it. We end this here!
We can do this! This is for the future of the Mustari! Fall! I'm capable too!
I'll strive for greater heights. I admit, I shall strive.
Yes,
I've
My
become
power
stronger.
swells forth.
Right.
Everyone, once again.
What a spectacle!
Eupha, that power.
It must be the same power wielded by priestesses of old. My rescuers helped me realize that.
You mean to say sacrifice was never the intent of the ritual?
The priestess offers her life in service, not sacrifice. She takes up arms and faces the scourge. That is why our relic is a lance.
A mural on the altar suggested as much. It's likely the murals of this village don't actually depict sacrifice either.
You saw what was inside the temple? What was it? Something the church would rather keep buried? Some other mystical relic?
A relic? Hardly. We saw a ruined city of the old world. Evidence of a history before our own. Small wonder the clergy can't send their monks. Anyone who saw that would have their faith shaken. It's all but physical proof that the Sanctist scriptures are fiction.
You don't say.
However, we of the islands have done no better in upholding the truth of our past. With all my heart, I wanted to save our village. But all I did was sit and hope.
Lady Eupha.
I clung to my determination with such fervor. Perhaps without my noticing, it became a desire for atonement. The day you left, Edeni, even the night father and mother left this world, I could do naught but sit and wait and hope. I believed it was my role as priestess. If I had done anything at all to change it, perhaps we would not have faced such horrors.
You can do your changing now. After all, you're still alive, you've got years ahead of you, and you've got friends and family close. You needn't bear this alone.
We support her. Without the rite of sacrifice. Was that also depicted in the temple? Is that really the truth of the teachings?
Is that so difficult to understand? What matters the murals or the truth of the teachings? Do you believe the priestess fought out of tradition alone? She fought because she wanted to protect us. This village. She fought for you and I. Our lives and joys. Is that not enough reason to support her?
You made good on your promise to save my sister. Words cannot express my thanks. But there is something that must finally be said. Eupha, I'm glad you chose life.
So, that's the lance everyone's after. Don't suppose you could chuck it our way, young miss?
I wanted to discuss that. Unfortunately, I cannot let the lance leave my side. But to that end, what if I were to accompany you? The monster is gone, the Magla-made distortion is visibly fading from our lands, the threat looming over the island has passed. That said, if I am to be a warrior priestess, then I feel I must learn what the world is like beyond our borders. Besides, if you were to hold the lance, you would lose your powers of magic, which would be inconvenient.
Wait, we lose our magic powers?
Well, a flow of some protective magla surrounds you. Yet, when the lance nears you, it seems to dispel that magic. I can only assume it's one of Dracodios's powers.
What? Hold on. Protective Magla? You don't think she's talking about the king's magic?
What's come over you, Stroll? You seem distraught.
Look, can I talk to you for a second? There's something I want to test with Dracodios. Did you all see that? This changes everything.
I'll say. I was wondering how a whole dragon's worth of magla fit in such an ordinary-looking lance. Now I finally understand.
Your pardon, but might someone clarify?
He blocked it well enough, but the blow still landed. Our candidate was struck.
There's no doubt about it. This lance has the power to nullify the protection of the king's magic. That means, as long as you have this lance, any candidate can be killed. And if Luis knows that, it explains a lot.
Then I am well glad the brothers are not present to hear it. What a secret to have stumbled upon.
Maybe this is our chance. We can do what Grius couldn't, and this time, he wouldn't see us coming.
His plan to assassinate Luis.
Yes. That was our original mission, after all.
You would use it to take a life?
Yikes. We've been blabbing in front of Eupha.
Doesn't matter. We'll need it kept quiet that we know the lance is secret, and we can't ask that of her without giving a proper explanation.
I was the one who came asking to be included. No matter how heavy or grim your burdens, I would shoulder them alongside you.
Sheesh. Not much we can say when she puts it like that.
But how would such an assassination be enacted? Those brothers will make damn sure we turn the lance over.
A stealth mission's out. Last time there were hardly any guards about and we still barely managed to survive. I'd rather not push our luck.
We need some way to keep the lance and use it to strike Luis down. Well, Captain? Any ideas?
How about we give him a fake lance?
There's a thought. After all, the lance has been shut up in a temple for ages. Not even Luis would know what the real one looks like.
'Tis an easy thing to say, but are we even capable of making such a replica?
If you just need a visual double whipped up, that's certainly within my repertoire, what?
Oh, good. We've got a certified craftsman on board. Have at it then. Give us a lance to turn heads.
Eupha, knowing what we want to do with the lance, are you sure you still want to stick with us?
I did not falter in choosing my fate as a sacrifice, and I will not falter in this. Please, tell me everything.
Well, settle in. It's a long story.
Apologies for the intrusion.
Something wrong, love? It's late.
My brother had already retired for the day, so I thought I'd wait for tomorrow to tell him. But now that I find myself alone with my thoughts, I'm quite nervous.
Think you'll be able to tell him yourself?
If I cannot even do that, there would be little point in leaving the island. He will understand. After all, he left long before I did. What is that book?
Oh, it's a fantasy novel. He's never without it.
A fantasy? But what is it a fantasy of?
It's a story about an ideal world.
Well, so you do not merely strive against evil. You have a vision for the world's betterment.
'Tis a world where all people are equal and no conflict exists. Much like the world His Highness once dreamt of.
In truth, 'tis difficult to envisage. All I have known is our own island's history and doctrine, and naught beyond it. So, well, would it be all right if I read some? Remarkable. Despite all the people share in common, the world is filled with myriad faiths and beliefs. Accordingly, those in search of spiritual meaning may seek and find many different teachings to guide them. I see. So the people of this world are free to believe as they will. Anyone may follow any god, any dogma.
So basically the opposite of the Sanctist Church.
Our legends say that the ancient world was full of all manner of beliefs too. The people of Eld worshipped many gods from many pantheons. People confronted the anxiety that haunted them.
Thinking back, some of those figures in the temple murals may have been gods.
Yes, that mural depicting myriad gods is an explanation of how this world came to be.
But ultimately, war claimed everything. Suppose that means it wasn't much of a utopia, right?
Perhaps freedom, unchecked, gave rise to conflict. Either way, to know the past is to ensure history does not repeat. If we are to create a utopia rooted in our world, faith is not enough. We must move onward and take action as allies, because I believe that's how this must be used. This power that guides us to ideals. To walk forward, firmly, fearing nothing.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Your pardon?
Eupha, and the mainlanders. What is it?
Brother, I must speak with you. Until now, I have understood nothing. But it is not merely the teachings I failed to grasp. I did not understand Mother and Father's wishes, nor indeed their own. As the priestess, I am duty-bound to protect our village. And I would do so not with a weapon, but with understanding. Brother, please permit me to travel alongside these people.
Your own journey. I never thought I'd see the day you'd ask to leave.
We can look after her.
My own journey's end freed me from our customs. Perhaps, had I sought comrades and friends of my own to walk with, I would have found purpose. So be it. Go and see this world with your own eyes. As a parting gift, Eupha, I entrust this to you.
What is it?
Mother's Kakara. With this staff in hand, she would travel the lands beyond our shore, seeking to spread our teachings.
I did not know she'd left anything behind. I gladly accept.
I must ask, Eupha, what do you plan to call yourself, once off the island?
What do you mean? I am the priestess of Virga Island. Should I be called anything else?
Indeed. To outsiders, we are only the islanders. We have hardly named the land, much less our humble village. We once saw no need for a name. We had rejected the world outside for so long, we knew but two lands. Those within our borders, and those without. Now that the truth of our traditions has been restored, we may celebrate them. And in that spirit, I would like to name our village.
Our home will have a name?
By your efforts, there is no longer any doubt. The dragon god Et is our village's guardian deity. Thus, it seems only right to call it the home of the dragon god Et. Etria. One day, after years untold, I hope Etria will be a bustling town. People from far and wide will meet here. It will be worthy of its name. At least, that is my fantasy.
I think I found a world I want to be a part of. To that end, everyone, I look forward to our journeys together.
So, you're off to Alterberry. You'll have to watch for the tide, but you should arrive with plenty of time. If you have time yet to relax, our island home is humble, but I hope it is to your liking.
Well then.
Just lovely. Not finished yet? Isn't that?
Mission accomplished.
I feel... Thank you.
What now? All right then. All right then.
It's all right. Well... I'm quite grateful. Wow. It's nothing like Etria. Incredible. Oh wait, do people in Grand Trat have big families?
I don't think so.
If it's called Sunlumio Street, then all its residents are of the Sunlumio, are they not? On the island, places are named after the people who live there, so... maybe that's not how it works there? I'm sorry, I must come across so strangely.
Eupha?
Brother, I'm learning about the outside world from him. If I remain naive about it, I will only be a burden.
Does living beyond our borders make you anxious, Eupha?
A little. But I shouldn't be, no? This was my own decision.
It's natural to feel anxious about new things.
Precisely, yes. The first time I left the island, I was so nervous my knees shook.
Really? Is that true, brother?
No one steps out into the unknown without some trepidation in their heart. That said, people only fear what they don't know because they don't fully understand themselves. I believe this is your time, sister. You've heard of the trials of Malnova, have you not? It is an island where a peculiar monster lives, raised in stagnant magma. The monster reflects the anxiety of those who challenge it, and it provides those who overcome it with proof of their victory. I am one such victor, and I gained a great deal from it. I think you could stand to benefit as well, Eupha. You would count your new friends as reliable warriors, correct? Perhaps you might tempt them with the discarded treasures and armaments of our ancestors there. It will challenge you, to be sure, but you'll walk away better for it. Before you leave, consider testing your strength.
But... what if it proves too challenging?
We'll do it together, Eupha.
The weather on the island is unpredictable at best. You won't know how dangerous it will be.
I would never send my precious sister off without regard for her safety. I have some idea of how to handle the weather. Won't you put your faith in your new friend and me? Your focus must be solely on the trial.
I understand. If this proof you speak of will give me the power to step boldly into my future, then I will want for nothing else.
That's the spirit. If you do decide to go, pay me a visit before heading out. I would see you all off safely.
This one's important.
Yes, that's the place. You know, I wouldn't mind visiting if we've the time.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Well, rather mysterious, isn't it? But knowing you'll be at my side, I admit, I do find my courage. A trial awaits. Please, lend me your strength.
Hey, hasn't that island been abandoned for quite some time? I hope the magma isn't too strong. But you'd better be prepared for the worst, okay? I wonder if what you got earlier could serve as that proof of victory you want. I mean, I'm not seeing anything else you could use.
These bones are aged. Old relics of my fellow countrymen. I wonder how many have fallen here. And what do the trials mean to them? My own deeds merely live in their shadow. Because it was only by chance that I entered my fight.
Your initiative to do this, even by chance, has revealed your true power.
My true power? So you're saying that the path which led me here, all my experiences, it was all a trial? There's a favor I might request of you. For my entire life, I have seen myself as an offering. I thought of nothing except that duty. That's why panic took root in me. But at the same time, if my past had been any different, would I have had the strength to defeat that monster? This trial has shown me I am more than an offering. While it revealed my weakness, so too did it reveal my triumph. Now, my only desire is to seek a deeper faith in myself, so that I can go wherever I have decided to go. But while the outside world is still frightening, I'd like you by my side. I know I have room to grow as far as believing in myself, but my belief in you is already as the tallest oak.
Of course. You needn't even ask.
How happy you make me. Finally, I understand. This power which burns within me. That is the proof of victory I truly needed. Only I can know what I might bring to bear. That must be what my brother wanted me to learn. I've made my decision. I will fight for the good of everyone and everything. For all the world. What's this? A handshake? Wait, I see you're offering me the type of handshake practiced by those in the outside world.
The Oracle Priestess, Eupha. Within her dwells the virtue of the Summoner. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
My heart is aflutter.
But,
Is something wrong?
Oh, sorry. It's nothing of import. It's just that, for the Mastari, handshakes mean two different things. One meaning is simply trust, which you offer now, and the other meaning is... well... it matters not. That is, please don't let it worry you.
My sincerest appreciation.
All right.
Now then, I thank you greatly, and may I suggest we turn toward home?
Very well. Let's return to the entrance.
It's all right. I'm very happy. Pardon me.
Hey.
Is it true? Whew. What is it? This is the place.
No.
Actually...
I see.
Actually,
Oh?
Ovi,
truly.
Truthfully.
I'll see you again soon.
see you later.
Well, now,
Sure.
thank you greatly. It's strange. But then... All right. I'm quite grateful. Well, now,
You know,
Well then,
yes, of course.
And so now...
I see.
oh,
Well... Indeed.
wait.
Oh,
see you later.
no.
Sure.
Indeed. I see it as my turn to test my mettle. Thank you very much. What is it? This
All right.
That's surely right.
Dear God.
Close your eye.
Oh!
But then... I won't.
About that. Come on.
Silence! Leave this place!
Shame to admit, but... if we do nothing... that's surely right. It is as it... be that as it may. It's all right. Thank you very much. Let us pause.
Oh!
Truly.
You!
Oi!
What?
You don't say!
Just the worst.
No, we mustn't yield.
That's true, but...
Thank you very much. Oh. I think not. But then...
Listen. Sure.
Wow! But then... I do believe...
Yeah.
Thank you very much. The old, cowardly me is no... I must... Oh... I beg your pardon.
Hold on.
In truth... That was a great help. Indeed. Whew. It's all right.
Right.
I'm quite grateful.
Honestly.
Truly. Oh, you. I'm indebted to you now. Actually... What should we do? Thank you very much. Whew. Yes? That's surely right. Time to go! Oh. Actually... Is this perhaps... Oh. That can't be.
No.
It's all right. Ovi. But then... Please, you must.
We should hurry.
Yes, indeed. That means... I must.
She. Now. A new power.
This is something only I am capable of. This is the place.
This one's important.
This is the place. Thank you very much.
Curse you all!
That can't be. Sancta Hyperic. I too will. Because...
Sure.
No. Ophi? Right. Well... Let's hurry. Thank you very much.
All right.
Shall we away? What shall we do? It's all right. Thank you very much.
Oi!
It would seem that... Actually... Please, listen.
Yes.
No. But then... Very well. Whew.
Right.
I'm quite grateful. I shall... If so... I will be eternally... Oh. I'm so sorry. No one else is here, right? The truth is, I wanted to ask you something today. A shameless sort of request, maybe.
I'm happy to do anything for you.
Would you consent to shake my hand? Please?
Sure, but why?
Wait, really? You will? Do you remember, the trials of Malnova? I said we Mustari have two kinds of handshakes. The one we did back then was to demonstrate trust, but this time, I want the other kind. I want to convey my feelings to you. Please?
Yes, I understand.
Oh, thank you. Are you troubled by something? You seem tense.
How did you know?
So I'm right, am I? Let me hold on a moment more like this. I felt it to be a sort of miracle. I never thought I'd be involved in any way with followers of Sanctism. That's why I was so hesitant at first. When I found myself clashing with them, I became even more unsure of what was right. But then, that very unsurety is what turned out to be the most important feeling, did it not? Once I learned what frustrated me, what I refused to compromise on, I knew then who I really am at my core. It led me to a realization. I only want to live in a world where you exist.
We both need to live a long time together then, don't we?
Of course. There is so much in store for us. I wouldn't want to miss it. Just know that for me, no one could possibly replace you. I may not be accustomed to things here, but I like my life right now. I even like the people here, on the mainland. It's just that there's such a plethora of things I feel I must protect, and I don't always know how. But I prefer this over being protected. No matter what lies ahead, I will protect our future. That means you.
The Oracle Priestess, Eupha, keeper and heritor of the Summoner's virtues. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
If everyone the world over could cooperate like this. My apologies. I've been holding your hand all this time. Oh. Perhaps we can hold fast this way just a little longer? I'm glad. It's finally here.
You've come.
Right.
Oh.
I see.
Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What is it? See this for yourself.
Now then. Bolts.
Keep your wits about you.
Go!
Oh,
Very well. I won't stop. Yes.
Then.
Mountains upon mountains of appeals from the people. How many days will this take to sort?
After all the trouble you took to flee politics. And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it? Honestly, with the royal scepter disappearing like that, I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
It promises that I'll have an eternally cluttered desk.
Here, Your Majesty. I've brought in the next load. And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey! Isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? I've said countless times not to leave unannounced.
Oh, all this decoration doesn't suit me. How would Luis and Forden put up with all this damn finery? Your Majesty? Are you here? Juna's back from her inspection.
Apologies, Troll. I'll look for him now.
Wait! I'm coming with you!
Oh, good grief. Some things never change. Not that they should.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captain's same as he ever was.
Greetings.
Well,
Yes, of course. In truth. Alas. The reason is... now that you mention it... Very well. I do believe... because...